Good Tuesday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Aldridge, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather, coming to you by way of the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. On behalf of Weigel's, fuel and food that's fast, fresh, and friendly, here's a quick weather and Weigel's update. We'll start with Weigel's because they've got the brand new eggnog. It's back. It's famous around here, and it's a holiday staple. So make sure you pick up a bottle. The eggnog is so rich and creamy, and it's perfect for the holidays. You could be a big hit at this Thanksgiving dinner if you have some eggnog in the refrigerator ready to go. But it's at Weigel's, back in stores for a limited time. It is so yummy and festive. It's a festive beverage, no question about that. The eggnog from Weigel's. It's just better when it's fresh, farm to store in 24. It's just better when it's with Tennessee cows. And oh yes, I do want to mention it's back, the Tennessee favorite. It is a staple. Make sure you pick up a bottle. I bought a quart yesterday, and I was in search of the new product because I saw that there's a new hint of the holiday. I don't know if you know about this, but it's the brand new Weigel's Winter Wonderland. And from what I'm reading, it's mint-based. It's minty. Oh, the Winter Wonderland milk. You got to try this out. It might not be in stores just yet. It might be in today. I think it might be in tomorrow. I did check, I guess, about 3 stores. I went to 2 stores and called one. They said, oh, it'll probably be in tomorrow or Wednesday. Either way, tomorrow being today. Anyway, wanted to let you know that's what we're seeing in terms of the Weigel's update. Let me go to the radar because many of you might have actually had, in some cases, some rain last night. I don't see much now. Not much now. Most of it's moved all out of the picture. But if we rewind the tape, yeah, it rained. In fact, we picked up 0.21 inches of rain since last night. To break it down for you, that was 0.04 before midnight. And we picked up 0.17 after midnight at McGee Tyson. Some of you may have had a little bit of rain last night. Maybe heard and noticed it before maybe you took the dog outside. You said, yeah, it was raining. I saw it. It came in and it went out, and that's all she wrote. No more to see here at this particular time. But anyway, I wanted to show you the review there. The other big story is the temperature. It's tumbling. We were still at, are you ready for this? We were still at 61 degrees at 3:20 a.m. I don't have my watch on, but 3:20 a.m. was just a little while ago, right? We were still in the low 60s, but where are we now? We're at 55. So our early temperature, actually, I believe, was 63 at midnight. That's probably going to be the recorded high for today. Yeah, they do a 24-hour thing. I have no control over that. And if you work the third shift, sometimes it's helpful to know that it's going to be a pre-dawn high. We've already had that, but we'll likely bounce back up to about 58 this afternoon. Well, wait a minute, we're at 55 now. That's true. So we're going to dip into the upper 40s, come back to about 58 this afternoon. It's up and down we go because of the passage of that cold front. It's now currently 57 in Greenville, 58 in Charlotte, while it's only 44 degrees in Memphis and in Jackson. But let's close it in. I see 37 at Paducah. That's the canary in the coal mine. We'll be in the mid-30s come tomorrow morning, I expect, with some frost. But currently, here at 6:43, we're currently at 42 in Jamestown, 13 degrees warmer here in Knoxville at 55. So, I mean, clearly, if you pick a number, oh, you can do weather people, just pick a number. Sometimes that's what you have to do, my friend. If you're going to try and cover more than one county, if you're going to cover all the counties in East Tennessee, you got 42 in Jamestown, you got 57 in Newport. I mean, come on now, pick one. I'm picking one. You just have to tell me which one is important to you, because I guess that's the most important thing, is how does it affect you. I got a good morning from Steve Stone. He's on here. He says good morning. He's got the happy face and the sunshine. We'll get some of that. We'll go from clouds to sunshine today, Steve. Glad to see you're still in the Jeep. And he says, Fred says good morning, not where I want to be. He said, emergency, oh my goodness, surgery. Well, prayers to you, my friend. No coffee today. But normally he's a Weigel's coffee man, but prayers to Fred. Everyone say a prayer for Fred. Want you to be healthy and safe. But thank you for the comment. And Karen says, good morning, David. It's a chilly, 42 now. But it was surprisingly warm in Fairfield Glade, 62. Well, come on, Karen. Pick one. Is it 62 or 42? The answer is both. And sometimes people, when they just want a quick and down and easy forecast, it can change. When the front comes through, that's the way it is. Hubby says it was raining early or really hard around midnight here on the plateau. Thank you for that update, Karen. Our friend Danny says go Vols. I've got that forecast. Big game against Vanderbilt on Saturday. Very early game, I might add, 12 noon and 11 Central for that start. Tyler Wiseman saying good morning from Tellico Plains, and Diane Ladyhawk also on here with her emoji. Said good morning. She says last night it was amazing, so glad to have her here as well. By the way, as we look at these numbers, it's not a misprint. The fact that we hit 63 at midnight, 61 at 3:20 in the morning, yeah, it's just the way it goes. And it's kind of bounced back up because we're going to dip in the 40s, Knoxville, upper 40s likely before 10 a.m., and then it'll bounce back up to about 57, 58 for the rest of the afternoon. So that's the way it goes. But how about fog? A little bit of that. Looks like it's hanging tough and clinging along the hills. But as far as the wind speeds, they're moving about 5 to 10. I think they'll be about 5 to 15 today, generally out of the north-northeast. Might be variable now. A little gusty along, say, Scott County. In Oneida at 17, and we've got a Jacksboro gust of 16 at the moment. Here's the review. Look how fast this came in, right? It came in and went out. Then this is a good dress rehearsal. Ready for this? This is a good dress rehearsal for Wednesday night, because Wednesday night is the big travel day. I imagine, as we'll look at the airport delays here momentarily, that you can get travel delays anytime. People are going to be on the roads now. They're not going to wait until 5:01 Wednesday afternoon to leave, because I think many people are already checked out. Some of us have already checked out for the holiday. I get that. But this is a good dress rehearsal because that's what's going to happen again Wednesday night into Thursday morning. The difference is the showers that arrive on Thanksgiving should be, knock on wood, should be mainly confined to the morning hours. So I think between 7 and 10 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning, most of the rain will be gone, kind of like they've already left the premises now, and it's only 6:46. So they might linger a little bit longer, and the quantity of rain might be a little bit more. We picked up 0.21 last night, officially, and into this morning, probably closer to a half inch is what I expect on Wednesday night into Thursday morning, Thanksgiving Day. So does that help? I hope it does. I got some other notes here. As you know, I'm a note taker. Hi there. It is 6:46. We hit 68 degrees yesterday. We started off at 35. We're headed back to the mid-30s tonight. Picked up 0.04 yesterday. If we add a half inch Wednesday night, Thursday, that'll bring us to about 2 1/3. 2 1/3 inches is still well below the monthly average, so it's going to be a dry November, relatively speaking. Every drop that we get certainly helps the drought situation, but you can clearly see from this image that the rain has pretty much departed. Some fog may linger, and it's really just watching the temperatures drop in your town and mine. Today, high temperatures are pre-dawn. So again, if we hit 63 at midnight, 61 at 3 in the morning, you're off by 3 degrees. Yeah, and if I hit 57, 58 this afternoon, you kind of like it's a bounce, right? We end the day the way we started in the wee hours of the morning. It's just kind of the way it goes. Sun comes up at 7:23 and goes to bed 5:23. I love this animation because it goes from clouds to sun. That's what we're going to get. So don't put the sunglasses away totally. May not need them for the drive in, but you might want them for the drive home as it gets nice and bright. Temperatures have been colder late last week. I can tell because I got some blue squares below average. It was 49 Friday afternoon. What? No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. At least at McGee Tyson. This is the extended almanac that I show my premium members with quite regularity. But 68? Yeah, 68 was yesterday's high. As I mentioned, today we'll be probably marking in 63 like we were a week ago. Last Tuesday was 63, but that was probably 63 in the afternoon. It's not the same. No, when it happens at midnight, most of us are probably asleep. All right, I want to get you out the door. You love how my airport delays is up to the minute. Up to the minute, thanks to our friends at the FAA. What's that? A Federal Aviation, like the flying people. Yeah, they keep track. No current delays at McGee Tyson Airport. We love that. Oh, we love that. But what about Boston? Boston looks okay, but boy, there looks like a lot of mess and pink up there in Vermont. Yeah, so far, airport's okay there. If you're headed to JFK or New York, they look okay. They've got green circles, which means minor delays. A little bit of rain there in Baltimore. That might slow some folks down, but it looks good in Pittsburgh and looks okay in Cleveland. I show this to you because you may have family coming here from those destinations. Maybe outside of the box. Maybe you're going there. Maybe you're going there. And having the Captain Accurate Weather app is a great tool to have so that you can fill in the gaps where you might be traveling or on the road. It can give you hour-by-hour forecasts wherever your destination. But here you can see now the clock's changed, 6:49. So these are like up to the minute. Like this is like real airport information. Yeah, it is. It's up to the minute. Up to the second, I guess, as you could call it. But so far, there aren't too many slowdowns in the airports themselves. I see TYS, that's McGee Tyson, Charlotte looks okay, Miami, and back toward Los Angeles. There were some big problems last night in San Francisco where they had a stop or ground stop for a while. But anyway, airport delays, I digress. From LA, San Francisco to Orlando, looks good. If you're on the roads, check your airlines for the latest info. No real issues from JFK, Newark International, or LaGuardia. But if you look at the big board, looks like it's no current delays virtually anywhere. I want to check in with your comments. If you have a comment, maybe you're headed someplace fun. Maybe you're already there. Would love to hear where maybe you have family coming in from. Let's have that conversation. I got a happy Thanksgiving from Melissa Mumpower, and good morning to you. Feels warmer outside this morning. It is, not your imagination, but blessings to all reading here who's on here. Michael Hawk, one of my premium members, and he's on YouTube. He says the cold weather is on its way. I can feel it in my toe. Well, it might be in your bones too, but you're not imagining things, Michael. Very happy that you're here, and I'm excited about the change that's coming. For those that love cold air and maybe a touch of snow, you'll like what's going to be seen here, I think, in the next 7 days. By the way, the radar shows most of the showers exiting the region. I like to say exit stage right, because they're now moving through the mountains of North Carolina. But how much can we anticipate for road conditions? Now, I love this because this is like a 1 kilometer road conditions where it's wet, where the streets are wet. This is what's projected here. So you could see up towards, say, New York State, Pennsylvania, nation's capital, and down toward Atlanta. They're going to have some wet roads right through 8 o'clock this morning. That's 10 o'clock. It looks like the roads maybe not quite as wet over towards Charlotte, but maybe more so in Raleigh. And clearly there's not much to see here at noon. But this is kind of a cool animation, especially when the weather turns icy. That's what the pink is, but we don't have that showing up, at least in this vantage point. Down to the south in southern Georgia, they'll have some wet roads right through tomorrow morning. So keep an eye on that, as we will throughout the day and the next couple of days. It's snowing in the Great Lakes, at least part of it. And there's that ugly wintry mix, that sleet, freezing rain in upstate New York, not far from the Tug Hill Plateau and sliding into Vermont, which is why they probably have a winter weather advisory or some concerns for wintry weather. Denver and Rockies are certainly dealing with winter storm warnings, so there could be some slowdowns in the Rockies, but Denver is the airport's not technically in the mountains, it's to the east of the city, so you should be okay there. But San Francisco's got some rain nearby. So that's the forecast, or at least the current situation. I mentioned we picked up 0.21 inches of rain, so the white arrow now gives us 1.88. Hypothetically, if we add another half inch Wednesday night, Thursday morning, we're going to be about 2.38. So you can see even 2 1/3 would put us about a halfway worth of rainfall, because we average about 4 1/4 in terms of rainfall amounts. To give you a good indication, I love how this initialized pretty well. 0.21 fell, and that's what this suggests has already fallen, 0.2 in Knoxville. But as we slide into tonight, it's quiet. We go from clear skies to more clouds overnight. Wednesday looks okay during the day because the virtual rain gauges have not moved. But once we move into Wednesday night, very late, you'll start to see it populating. There's Thanksgiving. And you can see by the end of Thanksgiving dinner, perhaps supper, or maybe an extended lunch and leftovers, by 5 o'clock we've picked up probably close to another half inch of rain. That would take us to about, say, 11 o'clock. So even still, the heavier rains that come in Wednesday night should be in the green areas. The light green, we're looking at Newport, maybe close to an inch in total around Sevierville. It is now 6:53. My goal was to be done at the top of the hour. Clouds of sunshine today. No need to carry an umbrella from this point forward. It will be mostly clear for the evening tonight, and that means some frost. That also means some fog by tomorrow morning, and low temperatures tonight could occur between 2 or 3 in the morning. So once the clouds roll in, temperatures come up. So you might get some fog and frost sometime between, say, 2 or 3 in the morning when many of you are asleep. So keep that in mind. The clouds will be gathering in the overnight period. Clouds and hazy sun expected on Travel Wednesday, as it might be known. But let's face it, people are traveling now. They're traveling this afternoon. They're traveling tonight. They're traveling whenever they need to get there. By the way, this is for Danny and all the Vol fans out there. Big game in Vanderbilt. It's all about Go Big Orange. Boy, is this an important game. It's not only the rivalry in-state, but it's also a very important game for our 9-2 Vols taking on 6-5. Now, keep in mind, Vanderbilt took out, who did they beat? They beat Alabama. I think, yeah, they beat Alabama. They beat Kentucky. I believe they beat Auburn. They beat quite a few good teams, but maybe they've been on flat-footed since, I don't know, they're 6-5. Either way, I hope you wear layers. I really do, with partly to mostly cloudy skies at First Bank Stadium. This is like 11 a.m. Central. I mean, do they have any time to tailgate there? I mean, what are you going to get up at 4 a.m.? I got to tailgate. The game's at 11. That's tough. But either way, 37 kickoff, halftime 39, and fourth quarter about 41 degrees. I know there's some comments out there. I want to say good morning to you. Janet Potts is saying happy Thanksgiving to you and to everyone. Safe travels on this holiday weekend. And I see Karen Robbins. She's giving me a compliment. She's you never cease to surprise me. You always cover something new. Airport alerts are very helpful for a lot of folks, so thanks, David. My pleasure. Again, family coming in, and maybe you're going out, but having the Captain Accurate Weather app can be very helpful to fill in the gaps. Alice says, good morning from Glen Mary. Have a great day. Very happy to have her here as well. By the way, if you haven't picked up a bottle of the eggnog, have I mentioned how delicious the eggnog is? I'm wearing a Christmas tie. Need proof there is. I'm wearing a Christmas tie today. Because I know at Founders Park in Farragut, they got Christmas lights. I've seen Christmas lights on restaurants, and they're all over the place. So I'm not too early. So you can't put up Christmas decorations until after Thanksgiving or the tree. I think people break that protocol quite often, but I digress. It's never too early to have a Weigel's eggnog bottle in the refrigerator. Grab a pint, grab a quart, share it with your friends and family and neighbors. It's just delicious. It's festive. It's a family favorite, and it's rich and it's creamy. The eggnog from Weigel's is famous, and it's back. It's just better when it's fresh, farm to store in 24. It's just better when it's with Tennessee cows. Nobody around here would argue that. And introducing, if you're lucky to get it, should be in the stores today and tomorrow, filtering in, but the eggnog is already there. It's back, Tennessee's favorite eggnog. It is a holiday staple. You'll be a big fan if you get that. I bought a quart last night, but you might be lucky to find the gem. It is the brand new Winter Wonderland milk from Weigel's. From what I understand, it's mint-based. It's a minty milk that you want to check out. It'll be around for the holiday season, and it might disappear and come back. They said something about December 22nd. So this is one of the Winter Wonderlands that you want to check out as well if you can find it at a Weigel's near you. I'm going to go back to the maps. We mentioned Tennessee Vanderbilt, big game this Saturday. Lots of cold air in place. Kickoff, 11 a.m. Central. They should be in the mid to upper 30s to start that game. And isn't it any wonder? I mean, do we have any cold air? Do you see any cold air here? Yeah, I see it. It's like, is this the dead of winter? No, it's the dead of November. Oh, I see what you did there. It's 6 degrees, y'all, in Bismarck. That's not a wind chill. That's an actual temperature. And where you see purple, that purple-pink color typically means single digits. Parts of Minnesota are in the single digits. Certainly most of North Dakota is frigid, and some of that air wants to work in this direction. And so much so that the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has put out the big warning. It's going to be it's going to be super cold in Knoxville, Richmond, Atlanta. And what are those dates? That's December 2 to December 6. So there's a lot of cold air coming away, and I hope you have enough firewood. I hope you have enough firewood, because that's going to be something, maybe you have a light switch for the fireplace. That's great too. But however you need to stay warm, you need to be thinking about how the change is coming. It's not just, we're in the 50s now and all life is good. Yeah, how about tasting into the teens? We're going to be in the upper teens, I think, by Monday morning. I have us at 19 on the morning of December 2nd. By the way, as we look very poignantly here, clouds to sunshine today. Look at my timeline. I thought you said the high was 63 at midnight. It was. But we're going to bounce back up to 58 by 4. I mean, that's weird. Yeah, the high was pre-dawn. It happened before the sun came up. But clouds of sunshine, once the sun pops out, we'll have a chance to get back into the mid, possibly upper 50s before we're back to 45 by 7. So I hope that gives you some perspective. It is now 6:58. I got to keep moving. I want to show you the rain chances. So what you're saying is we have 100%. We have a 100% chance that we're going to get wet Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And once the sun comes up on Thanksgiving morning, I have a 40% chance of rain, because it's moving from west to east and should be exiting stage left to right between about 7 and 10 in the morning. 7 to 10 in the morning, turkey's going to be probably in the oven already cooking and smelling so good. And by the time we get to the weekend, it may be quiet. But there's some opportunity for some snow, I think, Saturday night. By the way, Storm Prediction Center showing not much in terms of severe weather. In fact, nothing at all for today, which is a rarity. Yeah, we've got winter weather, so I guess you don't have much in the way of severe thunderstorms, so that's not an issue today. We can take that off the list. What about tomorrow? Oh, well, now we have a spot. We have a little green spot in Mississippi and Alabama. That might be some isolated severe storms there. Tomorrow we get some thunder coming in Wednesday night, Thursday morning, because, again, these outlooks run from until about 8 o'clock in the morning the following day. So this would take us into Thanksgiving morning, but general thunderstorms are on the table. And then by Thursday, gobble, gobble day, Thanksgiving, The severe weather threat, isolated as it may be in green, expands into Atlanta and right through the Carolinas, but it really kind of misses us because it moves away pretty quickly at that particular time. Let's get to the futurecast. Rain's moving away. We've already had the front and the effects of that cooler weather today as our temperatures are tumbling now. High pressure moves in this afternoon. We get lots of sunshine. By Wednesday, another front's coming into Middle Tennessee by midday tomorrow, and it's really after dark, well after dark, the rain starts to fill in. This is why you can see all this rain's coming in here. This is about 7 in the morning. I think it'll be a little bit faster. I think it'll be a little bit faster than this. And if that's the case, it'll be over Charlotte more and less in Knoxville before midday on Thursday. There could still be some lingering showers in the Smokies by, say, Thursday afternoon. But even some stray flakes. Look at that. I see blue. I see blue. A few stray flakes possible in the mountains on Friday. All right, 7 o'clock straight up. It's time for the forecast. 60. Oh, I know, a few degrees either up. But again, upper 50s. Good chance we've already hit our pre-dawn high. Winds 5 to 15. Temperatures falling from these values, but generally not much warmer than what you see indicated here. And if you're traveling, it's going to be much warmer in Columbia, South Carolina. They'll be in the low 70s, as would Augusta, Georgia. So for tonight, we got patches of frost, check. We got some patches of fog, check. And we got a 35-degree low that may very well occur between 2 or 3 in the morning. Which means when you join me tomorrow morning, it's not going to be 35, it's going to be north of 4 there. I mean, it's going to be getting warmer again. So our low temperature tomorrow may very well come a little bit early in the wee hours of the morning. It's 2 to 3, but by 6 or 7, we should be warming back in the upper 30s to low 40s. It's one of those situations that gets cold, and that means frost may occur in places like Oneida, Crossville, Fairfield Glade, even Morristown 33. Again, those are, say, midnight to 3 a.m. low temperatures. Looking ahead to the Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. So we've got another 60-degree day, maybe low 60s tomorrow, but clouds and hazy sun, a good blend tomorrow. I got the gobble gobble turkey moving. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Shoppers on Black Friday may notice the chill. I hope you do. It'll be a good time to grab a scarf, maybe buy some gloves, because family will need it before Thanksgiving. They'll need it, well, they'll need it maybe after Thanksgiving, before Christmas. Certainly when you got 19 on the board, good grief. Is that a misprint? Not a misprint. I got us at 25 Saturday morning, 19 degrees Monday morning, and it's just one of those things. Upper teens. If they can be at 6 degrees this morning at Bismarck, we can see that modified to the upper teens for us. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. It's been advertised pretty well on my premium service, so very thankful for all of you. By the way, if you haven't picked up a bottle of the brand new eggnog, it's back. I say brand new. It's new to me, new to you every time this week it brings around. But the premium eggnog from Weigel's is rich and creamy. It is festive, and it's in stores for just a limited time. Check it out. Be the big hero at your Thanksgiving dinner and have some in the refrigerator. It's just better when it's fresh, farm to store in 24, and it's just better when it's with Tennessee cows. Gotta love Weigel's eggnog. It is Tennessee's favorite, and it's a holiday staple. It's back. Weigel's eggnog. And be on the lookout for the brand new Winter Wonderland milk from Weigel's. It is mint-based. It's minty, from what I gather. I have not tried it yet, but I'll be eager to try some very, very soon. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. If you're new to East Tennessee, make sure you grab the coffee. It's a great thing as you fill up the tank and on your way on the road. If you're traveling, be safe. Prayers to you and stay safe. We'll see you here next time. Take care.